Friday afternoon, July 17th. Last night, I was afraid to go to sleep. It was as if closing my eyes was going to cause me to die. There's nothing more to do. There are no more arguments to make. Now I understand why so many of the guys who have been through it before, who have been away to prison, keep talking about appeals. They want to continue the argument, and the system has said that it is over. My case fills me. When I left the courtroom after the judge's instructions to the jury, I saw Mama clinging to my father's arm. There was a look of desperation on her face. For a moment, I felt sorry for her, but I don't anymore. The only thing I can think of is my case. I listen to guys talking about appeals, and I'm already planning mine. Every word that has been said in court is burned into my brain. Steve Harmon made a moral decision, Miss Petrocelli said. I think about December of last year. What was the decision I made? To walk down the streets? To get up in the morning? To talk to King? What decisions did I make? What decisions didn't I make? But I don't want to think about decisions, just my case. Nothing is real around me except the panic. The panic in the movies that dance through my mind. I keep editing the movies, making the scenes right, sharpening the dialogue. A get-over? I don't do get-overs, I say in the movie in my mind, my chin tilted slightly upward. I know what is right, what truth is. I don't do tightropes, moral or otherwise. I put strings in the background, cellos, violas. Guard. King, Harmon. You got a verdict. Let's go. Courtroom. Now fairly crowded, O'Brien is talking to Judge. She finishes and sits down next to Steve. O'Brien. They got a verdict this morning. They've just been waiting for the Nesbitt family to arrive. Steve. What do you think? O'Brien. They have a verdict. I hope it's one we want to hear. No matter what it is, we can continue your case. We can appeal. You okay? No. Judge. Is everybody here? Is everybody here? Clerk. I think so. Judge. Prosecution ready? Petrocelli. Ready. Defense. Cut to O'Brien. Ready. Cut to Judge. Bring in the jury. Very LS as words roll slowly over the screen, as in the beginning. This is the true story of Steve Harmon. This is the story of his life and of his trial. We see the jury members taking their places in the jury box. It was not an episode that he expected. It was not the life or activity that he thought would fill every bit of his soul or change what life meant to him. The judge has read the verdicts and hands them to the clerk as guards stand behind the defendants. He has transcribed the images and conversations as he remembered them. The color begins to fade as the jury foreman reads verdicts. 2 guards begin to put handcuffs on James King as color changes to black and white. It is clear that the jury has found him guilty. We see King being taken from the courtroom. We see jury foreman as he continues to read. Cut to Steve's mother. We see her desperately clasping her hands before her face distorted with the tension of the moment. Then suddenly, dramatically, she lifts her hands high and closes her eyes. Cut to the guards, who are standing behind Steve, move away from him. He has been found not guilty. Steve turns toward O'Brien as camera closes in and film grows grainier. Steve spreads his arms to hug O'Brien, but she stiffens and turns to pick up her papers from the table before them. Cut to O'Brien. Her lips tense. She's pensive. She gathers her papers and moves away as Steve, arms still outstretched, turns towards the camera. His image is in black and white, and the grain is nearly broken. It looks like one of the pictures they use for psychological testing, or some strange beast, a monster. The image freezes as lost words roll and stop mid-screen. A Steve Harmon film.